Yeah, it's absolutely possible today. All right, Jacksonville Beach, these folks already taking their place in the sand and getting ready for a hot day, watching a beautiful sunrise. Low to moderate rip current risk. Always swim with a buddy and near a lifeguard station. Winds are out of the west at 7. 81 degrees, already feeling like 87 here at the beach. All right, low tide at 10:30 this morning, and then high tide rolls back around at 5 o'clock this afternoon. All right, heat advisory does take effect beginning at 11 o'clock this morning, 11 to 7 p.m. for every area in our viewing area. All our counties are under this heat advisory, just meaning that 108 is going to be the feels like plus for 2 hours or more. So something to really be aware of. Stay hydrated. If you're going out and playing golf, you want a hat today. Wear your UPF clothing. Make sure you have your golf umbrella with you. Stay hydrated with water and electrolytes. We're going to be up to 99 degrees between the hours of 3 and 4 o'clock today. So that is really going to be the peak of the heat. And that's also an opportunity for some chances of perhaps some rainy activity down south in Putnam, St. Johns County. But look what happens. Even at 6 p.m. tonight, we're still in the 90s as we move it towards sunset in the 8 o'clock hour, staying in that 90-degree area. All right, Saturday's 99 degrees was the hottest day of the year so far. Can we beat it today with triple digits? We'll see. The heat advisory from 11 to 7, feeling like between 108 and 111, staying mostly dry. I'll have much more for you, and we'll talk about the rest of your week ahead in just a little bit.
ExactTrack 4D constantly scans for new threats in your neighborhood, alerting you faster than ever when severe storms are heading your way.
Well, go get your exercise done early, because then it's going to get really hot. And you're going to step outside now and you're going to be like, it's already hot. Yeah, it is. It's feeling warm. You're feeling the humidity already this morning. So Julington Creek, looking out from our camera here at the marina, looks beautiful. A lot of boats look like they're ready to go out on the water. It's a nice day to go boating. All right, looking at temperatures across the area, already 80 in some spots at 8:17 in the morning, like the airport, St. Mary's, Brunswick. Out at the beaches, we're seeing 80-degree weather as well as in Waycross. We're close in other areas up to 79 in McClenny. So the heat alerts, yes, they're high, and the extreme risk is there for our entire area. Beginning at 11 o'clock is when the heat advisory goes into effect until 7 p.m. But that doesn't mean the heat's not already dangerous. If you have heat-related illnesses and are susceptible to that, drink plenty of water, use your sunscreen. Don't leave your pets or people ever, never in the car. Wear your light, loose-fitting clothing and take regular breaks. Find shade and air conditioning throughout the day, as well as the pool can be a really big relief, as well as the beaches. All right, futurecast shaping up like this, looking pretty clear right now. We'll have some clouds rolling through the area, giving it a little bit of a haze. There's still a ton of moisture in the air, and that could help fire off some afternoon storms. We saw it yesterday, some strong activity through Putnam into St. Johns County yesterday, so can't rule that out again today. There's a lot of more rain concentrated in central Florida, and it kind of drifts north, but otherwise we are mostly clear and dry. I say dry just because we don't have any rain in the forecast for the majority of us throughout the area. Now, the rain does return tomorrow, Monday. We get back to our regular summer pattern. That area of high pressure is long gone, but we're going to have a frontal system kind of hanging out, and that's going to bring in the afternoon showers along with the convergence of the sea breezes throughout your Monday and into Tuesday. Rain chances will start to increase throughout the week as well. This is by 8:15 tomorrow night, and it's looking pretty rainy for some folks. Could have heavy downpours and gusty winds, frequent lightning Monday afternoon into early evening. But for today, we're going to be mostly sunny with that little haze from all the heat. 98 degrees by 3 o'clock. Yeah, 99, 100 in some spots even, but that feels like temperature between 108 and 111. That's where the supreme danger is. So just use extra caution if you have to be outdoors. Just make sure you're well taken care of and hydrated. So these 99s, good tip into the 100-degree range. We did hit 99 yesterday officially in Jacksonville. That was the hottest day of the year so far, mid-July. Temperatures across the entire state of Florida looking pretty hot as well. 98 for Tallahassee, 96 in Fort Myers, even 91 in Miami. Seems a little bit on the cool side, right? All right, 86 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight, 82 by 1 o'clock, and then tomorrow morning will be a little bit on the warmer side. So here are our highs for tomorrow, looking at 97 for your high tomorrow, 99 in Orange Park. So again, an opportunity for mid to upper 90s on Monday as well, even though our rain chances do start to increase throughout the day, starting kind of early in the morning. Katie will let you know know going on there. And then I'm back tomorrow night. We'll walk you through the evening forecast. But Tuesday, Wednesday, our rain chances do start to increase, but our temperatures kind of go back to where they should be for this time of year. And that's pretty much normal, low 90s.
All right, Michelle, thank you so much.
Hottest day of the year so far, hottest day of the summer, hottest day of July. Here's the airport, and maybe folks coming in and out of our airport today, yeah, they're in for a surprise when they land, right, if they haven't been here yet. Plenty of blue sky, though, no delays leaving the airport. Always check ahead with your airline, though. From the airport to downtown, South Bank to North Bank, looking nice, calm river, almost glassy out there with light winds out of the west at 7 rather. It's 80 degrees, feeling like 84 already. Check out that humidity, though. Expected to go down to about 70% today. So the heat advisory goes into effect at 11 o'clock this morning until 7 p.m. That's the heat of the day, if you will. All of our counties are part of the heat advisory today, meaning from the National Weather Service, the heat index is supposed to be feeling like between 108 and 111 for 2 hours or more. And we will absolutely have that. The temperature, whatever you see, just add 10, even 12 degrees to that. That will be your heat index. So yesterday set 99, hottest day of the year. Heat advisories from 11 to 7. And then that feels like between 108 and 111 with mostly dry skies today. Can't rule out some pop-up showers, maybe even strong at times in our southern zone. Putnam County, Flagler County, I'm looking at you. But otherwise, we're going to move into the 90s quite quickly by noon. We're going to stay there through the thick of it, through the day, maybe touching that triple digit of 100 degrees today. We'll let you know later on. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll talk more about the rain ahead.
All right, Michelle, thank you so much.
Going to be another one. This is kind of a unique sight at the Morningstar Marina here with our Mayport camera. There's a sailboat here. That's so cool to see. So someone sailing up and down the Intracoastal, maybe coming in for a break from the ocean side through the jetties. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It's very light winds along our river and our ocean right now. Winds out of the west at 7, bringing in some warm air already this morning. It's 81, feeling like 87. So across the area, 79 in Orange Park, 79 in McClenny, 84 already in Waycross, 81 in Palaca. So the heat advisory does go into effect at 11 until 7 p.m. Yesterday it was 12 to 6 and they extended it to 7. Today they're doing 11 to 7 because the heat's already starting to rise and we're already starting to see those heat indexes really start to make a difference. So keep your water handy, your electrolytes, wear your sunscreen, of course. Never leave anyone in a car, no matter what. Light, loose-fitting clothing, and of course, seek shade and AC, whether it's indoors or the shady trees. And this is our entire area that's under the heat advisory today. So Futurecast, let's roll through it because the middle of the day looks to be pretty much nice. I mean, we're going to have haziness. We're going to have that heat rising. There's a lot of moisture in the air that could fire off some afternoon showers. We saw them yesterday through Putnam County, Flagler County into South St. Johns County. Could see that again today. So just keep in mind, frequent lightning, thunderstorm. You want to head indoors. So have your plan B if you're not already inside. Could just be disruptive for a little bit and some windy damage is always possible as well. But then clearing out as fast as it develops, it'll clear out just as fast. Now, tomorrow, our pattern shifts, and we go back to that afternoon showers. We could see some spotty showers throughout the morning. This is at 9. And then by noontime, some light activity across our southern zones. And then by mid-afternoon, well, that's when we're really going to start to see some different impacts across the area as those afternoon convergence with the sea breeze, as well as the heat of the day. Monday looks to be just as hot, and it's very likely we'll have another heat advisory for Monday. Now, tropical weather outlook, there was this area of thunderstorms, this tropical wave that the National Hurricane Center has been kind of watching for the past few days. Less than 10% now between the next 2 to 7 days. It's been downgraded, so likely to not be favorable for any further development. Today, looking for that high of 99. If we do, that would tie yesterday's high of 99, the hottest day of the year so far, but can't rule out triple digits in some of the spots. So keep in mind, when it hits 100, that feels like is going to feel like 110 up to 111 in some spots. Even the beaches will be feeling close to 105 today. So just keep in mind, those heat indexes will be dangerous for some folks, especially with your heat-related illnesses. And if you start to feel dizzy, hot, you're not sweating anymore, you definitely need to seek shade. So So 110 for Orange Park. This is at 12:15. So still early enough in the day. 111 by this afternoon, feeling like 109 still by 3:15. And as we get into the evening dinner hour, we're still in that 108-degree range in Clay County and other areas. So just keep in mind, it's going to be a very hot day overall, and you're going to feel it. As soon as you step outside, your skin is going to start to feel like it's on fire. Tonight, warm. Again, very much like this morning, we had warm temperatures, a little bit above where we should be for this time of year, should be right around 75 for our low. And we will kind of take a step back on Tuesday and Wednesday to where we should be for this time of year, where it's our highs around 92, our lows at 75. Look at Wednesday, looks to be right on track for that, but it's also going to be the wettest of the week as we have those afternoon showers returning along with the sea breezes.
All right, Michelle, thank you so much.